hear me okay, if you can see me okay, showing that I'm live. And let's see. Okay, is anybody here? Public, okay. Okay, so how do I sound? Does it look okay? I'm using StreamYard. That's a new service that I'm using. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Little Mo Pete, welcome. If you have a comment, of course, leave it in the comment section. Super chats are, of course, always welcome. Hi, Doris Tut. Welcome. Thank you. So you can hear me. You can see me okay. Can you see me or you not? Can you not see me? Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see here. Okay, you should be able to see me by now. Okay. Can you see? Okay, so let me test something. Let's see if I do this. Can you see me? Okay, it should be working now. And let's try that. Okay, it looks like it's working. See you okay? Okay, so hopefully the stream will be okay. I just wanted to give everybody an update. I see there's 11 of you here. Let's say hello to everybody. Little Mo Peep, welcome. Darius Tut, Christian Gomez, Torelova. Everybody's here. Okay. Listen, this is an impromptu kind of thing. I didn't really plan too much. I just wanted to give everybody an update. I went to this last week, of course, I went to the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event in San Francisco, and it was really a good time. I really enjoyed going, and it was a very interesting event, although we didn't really learn anything new. I was able to get hands-on time with the new offerings from Samsung, and it was good. You know, listen, mobile phones are not really my focus right now. I'd like to really get back into them. Obviously, I'm laptops, tablets, and stuff, but I was able to check out the new Galaxy Z Flip, and it was impressive. Of course, I did the Galaxy Fold review about a week or so ago, which is actually doing okay. Started to really gain some momentum right now. But I wanted to check out Samsung's offering, and I was happy to be invited there, of course. And hi, by the way, I'm going to say hi to a few people. Chandrakant Patel, how are you? Good morning. Good to see you. Marcos, good to see you. All right, so went to San Francisco on last Tuesday, and everything was great. Really beautiful weather, great venue at the Palace of Performing Arts Center. It's in Golden Gate Park. I was able to do a little sightseeing, of course, in San Francisco. It was really good. Now, speaking of Samsung, and by the way, I did see a lot of creators there, a lot of other YouTubers there that I got to meet for the first time. And all of them were there. The usual cast of characters were there. All right. So speaking of Samsung, on Friday, I dropped my video of the Samsung Galaxy Book S, and it's doing pretty well on the channel. It's a Windows and ARM device. It was just released. It was actually announced last year back in Samsung Galaxy Unpacked in New York back in August, but it got delayed. And I really, really wanted to get my hands on it because that thing is just really beautiful as far as I'm concerned. Now, I mean, I have it right here. And this thing, I mean, look how thin this thing is. There we go. Oops, sorry. I mean, look at that. I mean, this thing is just unbelievable. It's less than a kilogram. I think 2.1 pounds, and built-in LTE. I'm using it on the Verizon network. And to me, this is a game changer in a lot of ways. Now, is it perfect? No. Is the processor the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8cx? Is it a blazing fast? It's a big improvement over the prior ARM chips we saw in some of these other Windows and ARM devices. Yes, I do have the Bay is here. I do have my Huawei Mate 20X here. And by the way, I got a great case for it. This case I got on Amazon as a place to store the pen. Oops, there we go. And as you can see, and I was looking for something to store the pen. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Getting back to the Samsung Galaxy Book S. So far, I've been using it since Friday. Battery life is really good. Now, as you know, I reviewed the Surface Pro X from Microsoft, and that also has the Snapdragon chip in it. But this seems to be a little bit snappier. It seems a little bit better. Better battery life is the big key here. Now, I would equate this Qualcomm chip to, I would say, a Core i5 8th Gen, which is actually pretty good. So you're looking at last year's type of performance in a mobile processor. So that's actually really good. The display is excellent. It's bright. It's vibrant. It pops, as I mentioned in my unboxing review, or my unboxing video, I should say, working on the review. And so far, I'm really liking it. Now, a couple of negatives, of course. I can't run all the apps that I want to run because of the incompatibility of certain 64-bit apps. Certain apps will install, but just won't run. And I'll talk more about that in the full review. But everything is so far really good, and I'm really impressed with it. Price of $999. And I think that's really competitive considering the build quality is so excellent. I mean, this thing is just built so well. I mean, I can't get over how good the build is on this. I really do like it. And now, it's not for everybody. If you're planning on doing 4K video editing on this, if you're planning on doing AAA gaming, no, of course, this is not that kind of device. Okay, Random's favorite thing says he's got one. Let me highlight this. Oops, sorry. Still getting used to this controls here. So Random's favorite thing says, I've had my Galaxy Book S for a few days, not from Verizon. I think it's unlocked. I've used it with other SIMs in it. It's an unlocked modem on there, LTE modem. So you can use it with T-Mobile. I used it with Google Fi, as I mentioned in my unboxing video. And I really, really think it's really working well as far as speeds, great LTE downloads, great uploads, downloads, all working well, good connection here in the Las Vegas area. This is very nice of you. Been over a year. Thank you, the Bay, I should say, for providing. He says, thanks for providing great content, best content reviewer out here. I appreciate that. You know, look, it's been a slow grind, so to speak. I've done this for 4 years now. It's been an uphill battle, you know, with the algorithm, you know, competing with others, I guess. Not really, I guess, but it's just been a grind. And as I've developed my style and the type of reviews that I want to produce, people seem to have been reacting. Now we're up to 76,000, almost 600. So 76,600 on the channel. And to me, we're getting there. We're going to hit 100,000 hopefully this year. I'm just really want to get over that hump. I really want to take it to the next level. And, you know, obviously I thank everybody for all the support that's been going on. And I'm working with more and more companies. And I just got contacted by a major brand. It's a chip supplier. I'm not going to mention who. And they're sending me some stuff that is really exciting. And I'm looking forward to bringing that to you. Okay, let's take another question here. Okay, hey Andrew, how does the Galaxy Book S compare to the new Dell XPS 13? Okay, well, it compares, but it's not going to be as good in terms of performance as the new Dell XPS 13, which has a better processor in it. But as far as thinness, it's actually thinner, believe it or not, than the Dell XPS 13. It's so razor thin. I don't have the new Dell XPS 13 yet. I'm getting that. They're going to be sending me that hopefully very soon. But as you can see how thin it is, it's really remarkable what they can do. And that has to do with the type of chip that's in there. It's thin because the chip is much thinner. It's a mobile chip by Qualcomm. And and it's so light. If you're carrying it in a bag, you don't even really notice it half the time. It's really good. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels substantial in the sense that it has a little bit of weight to it. Again, not much. Again, less than a kilogram. So you're looking at something that's thin, light, very portable. And I love having the LTE. Now, people say, well, you don't really need it. You can just connect, via hotspot via your smartphone. But there's really nothing like having the always on, you're ready to go, no having to turn on the hotspot, all this and that. It's just more convenient to me. And when you're on the road, you want to get work done, that to me is the best way to go. So yes, it's a very good device. But again, I think it's more still, it's not quite a main device yet. It's almost there. But I think the Dell XPS 13 is a more traditional type laptop, of course, with a more traditional processor in it. And I think that is going to be better for the mainstream. But if you're like me, I'm looking to go mobile now, and anything smaller or lighter with connection, always connected LTE, that's going to be something that I like. Now, Microsoft Office, I'm testing. I'm going to be talking about that. I'm not going to talk about it now. I didn't really get a chance to use Office that much, but it will be part of the full review. I know Marcos is asking that. And it's, I would say it works, and Microsoft has optimized it for Windows and ARM. So I'll say that. But I want to do more testing before I come to my conclusions. But so far, it's working good. Any word of shipping, manufacturing? Any word on possible shipping or manufacturing delays from companies that manufacture in China? Yes. I actually have a laptop coming from HP that's delayed because of the coronavirus situation, of course. So yes, they're not shipping me a laptop that I'm expecting. It's delayed, but I will be getting it hopefully sooner rather than later. Okay. I'm glad to see everybody here. We got 26 people here on the live stream. Got back from San Francisco for those joining us late. Went to the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event in San Francisco. Was a good event and made some really good contacts there, of course. I've been working with Samsung on some stuff I can't talk about yet. And so far, everything is looking good. Okay, Bay, let's talk about battery life. Now, as far as the Galaxy Book S is concerned, I'm seeing on real world, everyday mixed use, 12 plus hours. Yes, I'm definitely seeing that. I'm actually seeing 12 to 15 hours. So battery life is really good. Now, I'm not able to run my traditional tests of specific program that I use for battery testing simply because it installs, but it doesn't work properly on this chipset, so I can't really rely on those results. So I've been using more real world testing, and really, I rarely barely charge this thing, and it really lasts all day. So battery life is definitely much better than the Surface Pro X, which has a smaller battery. This is a 42 watt hour battery. Now, I have to point this out. Thank you. I don't know about handsome, but I would appreciate the compliment. My wife will definitely appreciate that. As far as my comparison, by the way, I will be doing a comparison between the Surface Pro X and the Galaxy Book S. I think it's something I think you guys want to see, hopefully. I'm going to be comparing them. I will do my full review first of the Galaxy Book S, and then while I'm doing that, I'll also film the comparison, and I'll do two separate videos. But I think I want to do what's the difference between the two. Again, Windows and ARM to me has potential here, and it's gotten better. Remember, I reviewed all the other Windows and ARMs a couple of years ago, and they were a little bit sluggish, a little bit. It was just not good performance. Great battery life, but just lousy performance. We're now starting to see good performance. And like I said, the other thing that I wanted to point out is the Edge browser based on Chromium, or as people are calling them, Credge, which I just think is a stupid name. I want to call it Edge, the Edge browser. It's based on Chromium, and I got to tell you, it's working really good. It's pretty snappy, pretty fluid, and I really do like it. Is it blurry? Okay, I'm using my built-in camera today on my iMac Pro. My iMac Pro, I wish it was a Pro. My iMac, 5K iMac. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me take a look at the stream. If it's looking blurry, Yeah, I don't. It's probably because of the stream. My connection may not be that greatest, so bear with me with you guys. I'm using a new software. It's from StreamYard. So far, it's working okay. Um, so we'll see what happens. Okay, what would you do? If I does it last all day? So getting back to the battery life, yes, it's definitely good in terms of battery life. Do I purchase warranties for my devices like Dell? I tend not to, but then again, don't do what I do because I am always getting review units. Most of the stuff I'm getting now are from them, so I don't really have to. But if I were to buy one for my own use, I tend not to get them. I change laptops so often. I take my chances, and it's come to bite me a couple of times. But I would recommend getting it if you think you're going to hold on to it long term. You definitely want to get it. Dell definitely has a good warranty, Nick. So you may want to check that out if you're buying a Dell laptop. HP, Lenovo, same for them as well. Okay, it's blur. Wow. I want this to be better. It's my connection. It's probably my connection. As long as you can hear me, look, this was unplanned, so don't hold it against me. We'll try to figure this out. I do have a better camera to use, but I didn't want to fuss with it today. I wanted to test this out. I'm going to be doing something for Amazon coming up, Amazon Live, and I want to make sure all of this is. I'm going to start doing some live streams for them. It's in beta right now, so I will be doing that starting hopefully this weekend. Okay. Hopefully the stream will pick up in terms of the quality. Way blurry. I'm so sorry, everybody, about the blurriness. Yep. Definitely get about 50%. If you lower the brightness about 50%, you definitely can get about 15 hours for sure on this. So that's something to keep in mind. When you're buying a device like this, battery life is definitely going to be something that you'd want. All right. So I'm really doing all my testing. There are some stuff that's not compatible. I won't get into it now because I'm still doing further testing. I'm trying to find workarounds for some stuff. But the main stuff, Microsoft Office works. The Edge browser based on Chromium. Chrome works. It's even actually pretty good when you just run Chrome in emulation mode. It still works good. So I'm really impressed. There's really not much now as far as gaming. I still have to do more stuff on gaming. I'm not a huge gamer, and I don't use this kind of device for gaming. But some of you do, so I will check out some stuff what you can and cannot run on this. So hopefully that'll be good. YouTube recommends resolution of 12 by bit rate. You know what I'm going to do? Let me see if I can change. I'm just looking at some of the settings here. I'm still trying to figure this out. Let's lower it down. Let me lower it. Let me see if that helps. I lowered the resolution. I know it's going to look like crap, but maybe that will help. Let's see. Is that better or not better? I mean, it looks terrible. I'm looking at the stream. I mean, it really does. Yeah. Okay, Bay. Take care. The Bay. You live in New York City. Be back for a full review. Thank you. I will have the full review hopefully this weekend. I will be working on it as we speak. I'm trying to get the stream to look better. It looks a little bit better, but yeah. All right. It might have to do with the StreamYard, the service that I'm using. Let me see something. Let me lower it even more. I'm going to low definition. That's terrible low definition, but we'll see. Okay, let's see if that makes a difference. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up. Just let me know if it's better. Yeah, that looks better. But now I got to raise this a little bit. Okay. I'm just figuring all this stuff out, folks. Thanks for sticking with me. 26 of you here. Yeah, so I think this is better. Let me know. Oh, a little bit, I guess. All right, so I lowered the resolution on the setting here for the camera, and as long as you can see me, that's all I care about. Hopefully, it looks good. Yeah, so the full review will be coming out this weekend. Now, I do have other stuff that I'm working on. One really rugged tablet from Dell. Let me see if I can get that up for you. Um, this thing is crazy. Let me show this to you. This is the Latitude 7220 Rugged Extreme tablet. This thing is built like a tank. Dell sent it over to me about 3 weeks ago. I've been using it. This thing it's got an 8th gen. It's got built-in LTE. We'll talk about all that stuff. But the thing that makes this crazy, it's it's like built like a tank. This thing is like the Hummer of tablets. And the thing is what's crazy is it's got a crazy 1000 nit display, and I kid you not, the thing is so bright it almost hurts your eyes. It's that bright, and it's pretty crazy actually. Okay, all right. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to do. Let me see if I. Let me see if I don't want to turn off the internet and on because I'm live streaming. Obviously, I don't want to lose the connection. But as long as you can hear me, it's fine. So as I'm talking about this Latitude 7220, I'm going to tell you this thing is really crazy. 1000 nit display, 2 replaceable batteries on there. I think they're 34 watt hours each. I will be doing my review on it. It's a 2-in-1, like a Surface style device, but it can withstand drops of God knows how many feet. It can withstand all kinds of temperature, heat, cold, anything you throw at this goddamn thing. It's expensive. It's not meant for the average consumer. But when Dell said, "You want to review it?" I said, "Looks so interesting." I said, "Absolutely. This is right up my alley." And as you can see, it's definitely not cheap. And the one they sent me is definitely not cheap. It starts at $18.99. Again, this is geared towards the vertical markets a lot of times and so forth. So, you definitely want to check that out if you're in that market. But again, an average consumer probably wouldn't want it, but it does perform well. And the thing is crazy in terms of the build quality. I mean, it's like a tank. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. It's interesting, and I should have that up probably in the next week or so. I have a few other stuff also coming. I can't talk about yet, but a couple of other stuff I'm under embargo, so that will be coming as well. So let's talk about the channel where we are. Just to recap, we hit 76,600, hopefully later today or tomorrow. Hopefully get to 80,000 within the next month, and then the stretch run to 100,000 subs will be underway, and hopefully sooner rather than later. We just need Andrew. You need that, Andrew. Yeah, I agree. It's terrible, the stream. I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know what to do with this software here. Let's see. Maybe it's definitely my connection. It has to be my connection. It's definitely got to be that because this looks terrible. Okay, let's see. Oops. Okay, let's see what else I want to show you. Okay. Just getting used to all the controls here. And as you can see, we're talking about my channel. And speaking of my channel, as you can see, it shows 76.4, but it's actually more. YouTube doesn't really show any more of the exact numbers. Let's take a look at some of the chat here. Looks like the camera itself, the browser window looks great. Yeah, it's this crappy Apple FaceTime camera. I'm gonna have to use my better cameras. I just didn't have time to set it up tonight with this new system. I'm really disappointed about the quality. I'm so sorry, everybody. Anyway, any other questions, let me know. It's definitely my connection. If I lose you guys, I'm going to try something. I'm going to I'm going to probably lose you for a moment. I don't know if it comes back on, but let's see what happens. I'm going to see if turning off the Wi-Fi, maybe turning on the Wi-Fi, that might make a difference. If you lose me, I will come back. Hopefully that is better. Hopefully this is better. Doesn't look much better. We'll see. Hold on. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up on my end to see if it is better. I just turned off the Wi-Fi and then turned it back on to hopefully get a better connection. Yeah, it's definitely my connection. I'm not sure what's going on. Really, the Cox here sucks. You know what? Yeah, Falco, I definitely want to, let me put you up on here. Yeah, I would like to do some more collaboration videos. I've talked to a few people already, and they met a few in San Francisco at the Samsung event. So stay tuned. I will be doing that. Yeah, it looks better now. Okay. It only took us how many minutes? I probably lost how many people? Well, we still have 26 of you here. Oh, it's much better. Now, should I try to, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to tempt fate here. Should I try to make the camera better? Let's see. Let's see if this will look better in high definition. Let's see. Let's see if that screws everything up. This is a live experiment, ladies and gentlemen. So I just bumped it up to the high definition. Let's see if it, because my stream is much better now. So let's see. Just give me feedback. Let me know. Again, this is the whole beauty of the live stream, is that, you know, it's a work in progress. I think it looks better now. All right, let's stick with it. All right, let's see. XPS 15 7590, ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 2. I like them both. I know that's a cop-out answer. The X1 Extreme Gen 2, I think I like the keyboard better. The displays are both good, you know, on both of them. They're both good. If I had to pick between the XPS 15 and the Lenovo, I think I like the ThinkPad just because I like ThinkPad's designs a little bit better. The XPS 15 is in a desperate need of a refresh in terms of design. And I've talked to Dell about that. My contacts at Dell. Hopefully they will update it this year. I think it's time. All right. So I'm happy that the stream looks better. So it's definitely my connection. That was definitely the problem. I promise you, next time we do this, it won't be on the FaceTime camera. I just was in a pinch, wanted to get live, wanted to give you guys an update. So we got 30 of you. All right. So this is looking good. How is the build of the new Spectre X360? Does it still feel shallow? You're talking, well, still the gem cut design. I like it. I like the keyboard on it, actually. I think it's pretty good. It's not that shallow compared to some others. So if you saw my showdown between the Ultra Portables I did about a month ago, you'll see I go through the different aspects of each laptop, and I really do like the XPS 13. I'm sorry, I like that as well. I like the HP Spectre X360. As far as the gem cut design, not everybody likes it. I like it. I think it looks good. It's functional. The power button's out of the way. You don't accidentally hit it. The USB Thunderbolt 3 port is out of the way, so the wire is not in your face. I actually like it. Okay, this is a good one. Tab S6 or iPad Pro 11 inch. iPad Pro 11-inch. I like Samsung displays. You know that. I also like the iPad Pro. I use a 12.9 every day, believe it or not. The iPad Pro from 2018. I like the Tab S6. I just think their displays are better, and I just like the way Samsung does the AMOLED, Super AMOLED displays. But that's just me. But the ecosystem is better in the iOS or the iPad OS ecosystem. You have more apps, but all things being equal, I would pick the Samsung, I think. Do you know if Samsung's coming? Okay, let's take a look at this. Do you know if Samsung is coming out with a Galaxy Book with Intel chips that same exact weight and size? Okay, that brings us into the next topic, which I wanted to talk about. That probably is going to be it's the Samsung Galaxy. Let me find it. The Galaxy Book Flex and Ion. Okay, and this is something I'm really excited about. I'm going to bring up The Verge. Well, no, because it was the first one I saw. It's going to have a QLED display. Now, I got a chance to look at these at CES, and I really do like it. And I've reached out to Samsung to try to get a review unit. I expect to see these soon. They're 1080p, but they are QLED. They are absolutely gorgeous, the displays. They're bright. These are very thin devices. They're running, one is running the Comet Lake, and the other, I think the Ion is running the Comet Lake, and the Flex is running the Ice Lake. Both really very intriguing designs, both very thin and light. Not quite as thin as this, of course, because this is just ridiculously thin. I mean, look at that. Love the design on this. Eventually we'll get there. But again, the Flex and the Ion are the ones that people are going to want to look at if you're looking for more traditional processors. Okay. Let's get the next question. What weight and form factor would you pick for everyday use if you had to live with a laptop for the next year? What weight and form factor? I want something under 3 pounds for sure, preferably 2.5 pounds. I want something with a decent processor in it. Form factor, I'm more of a clamshell person. Even though I review 2-in-1s, I do like them, and they give you a lot of versatility, but I actually like the clamshells of the things like the Surface Laptop 3, the Galaxy Book S type thing. I like more traditional keyboards, more traditional form factors, like the hinges on these clamshells, a little bit better than the 2-in-1 convertibles. Hopefully that answers your question, Nick. Thanks. And I want to thank everybody for showing up. A little bit of technical difficulties with my connection, but looks like we've ironed out all the kinks and looking better, even though I'm on a crappy FaceTime camera of my iMac. So, getting back to this question, yeah, I actually reached out to a few other creators. We're planning on a few things. I don't want to mention anything yet because it's still in the planning phases, but definitely something you want to, definitely want to do, because I want to get more subscribers. I want to get more viewers. And this algorithm, by the way, I mean, what things that I think won't do well, do great. Things that I think are going to do great, bomb. Just as a recap of the videos I put out for the past month, things are really good. The views are up. I'm getting about 500,000 views a month, which is pretty good. I'd like to get closer to 1 million views a month. I'm looking to not niche down, so to speak, because I know everybody's talking about that. Oh, you have to be in a specific category. I do smartphones. And the interesting thing is I did my Galaxy Fold review after everybody else did. Started off slow, which is I expected. And then it started to gain momentum. It's over 10,000 views now. It's actually performing really well over the last 3 to 4 days. And it's rising right now. So I'm really happy. If you haven't checked it out, it's over on my channel. Just go to my channel. You'll see it there. I think it's 3 or 4 videos ago. Any other questions? Let's see. And it looks like the stream is looking good. I'm so happy, that the stream is looking good. And by the way, I'm open to super chats. Remember the last stream I had? I don't know if you guys joined me. I had two super chats for the first time. And it was only my first or second stream I've ever done. I think this is the third, but not without its difficulties. That's for sure. Glad to see everybody. We have 25 of you here. We've been on for about 35 minutes. I wanted to keep it around an hour, so let's see what else we can talk about. If you go to my channel here, and as I was talking about my Galaxy Fold review, here you can see what I've done. Right now, obviously, I'm live streaming. Here is the Galaxy Book S. I did the Lenovo Yoga C740, which is a cheaper option or more inexpensive option than the C940. Really liked it. That got over 10,000 views. I did a how to recover deleted files on an SD card, which a lot of people have been contacting me saying it's really helped them. So that's good. That's a sponsored video, as I mentioned, and I have to do more of those because I need to keep the lights on and pay the bills. But good product. Check it out if you haven't done so. Here you can see I did the Vio SX14, another thin and light, incredibly thin and light. That's not performing as well as I was hoping. I was under embargo on that one, and once they lifted that, I was able to release it. And, you know, Vio holds a place in my heart. I always love those Vios. I do review Apple products, by the way. Let me show that. Okay. Why don't you review Apple products? I actually do. The thing is this. Apple doesn't send me any products, and every time I have to review an Apple product, I have to buy them myself. So I actually don't need these right now. I have to buy the products myself, and they're very expensive products. Apple sends it to bigger YouTubers, of course, in advance. So by the time I get an Apple product, if I buy it, you know, I don't get a lot of views on it. Although my laptops used to do quite well. As of late, though, it's just too expensive. Now, I do receive review units from mainstream brands such as Dell, HP, Lenovo, and I have good relationships with them. And what I like about working with those kind of companies is that they don't tell me to do a positive review. They don't see the video before I release it. They just said, here, knock yourself out, keep it as long as you need to, make the video, and then just give it back to us when you're done. And they don't put pressure. And even if I want to do multiple videos, they're good about that. So I like working with brands such as Dell, HP, Lenovo. Samsung, I'm working on trying to get them this. They're inviting me to the events, but still can't get the review units. I'm trying to get that from them. And then as far as Apple, again, Apple doesn't really know who I am, and I would have to buy the product. So that's, to answer your question, Sina, it's a matter of economics. It's a matter of finances. And it's just, if I were to buy every Apple product, then I would really be in trouble. Because to be honest with you, I won't make enough on the videos to cover my expenses. That's for sure. The way the AdSense work and all that. So really just not cost effective. I'd like to review more of them. And I pick and choose the ones that I do on when I can, and then I'll do it. But for the most part, I really can't. It's just simple a matter of economics. Do I review phones? Yes, I just reviewed the Galaxy Fold. If you want to check it out, it's right here on my channel. I did it. It's already at 10,000. I did it 2 weeks ago. It's at 10,000 views. Not bad. I also did a revisit to this, which is my Huawei Mate 20X. Again, this new case that I got for it, where you can hold the pen. I had lost the original pen. I actually picked up a new one for about $25 on eBay. I do gaming laptops. As you can see here, I did the HP Pavilion Gaming 15T, which was a very nice gaming laptop, by the way. I also do earphones. As you can see, I did the Phil Drifters, which I use on a daily basis. They're really good. And then I did the Surface Laptop 3, the 13.5-inch version, and that just did great. I got about 110,000 views on that in less than a month, and that did really well. So that's been pretty good. All right, let's see this next question from Nick. I've been pretty interested in the 1 or 2 month review of products as a daily driver lately. Feel like everyone has 1 week review, but that the follow-up issues interest a lot of people. I absolutely agree. And that's getting back to what I just did on that Surface Laptop 3. That's my long-term review, although I got Nick killed in the comments. How can you call 3 months a long-term review? Well, in the world of YouTube, that's actually a really long time, especially when you're seeing reviews in less than 24 hours and saying, oh, this is the full review, which as we know, is not. And all these bigger YouTubers, they get these review units way ahead of everybody else, and there's no way they can do the testing that I do in that amount of time. There's no way. So take it for what it is. It's entertainment, I guess, but those are not real reviews. The real reviews are the ones like on my channel, at least in my opinion. Those are the real reviews. I cover every aspect. I can't go into as much detail as I want because they would be really, really long videos. So, I have to make a balance here, and it's hard. Sometimes you can't get, all the information that people want when they want it. So I just got to find the balance. All right. Let's see. By the way, Chandrakant Patel, very good supporter of the channel. He always comments. He's always following me on my social media, and I really appreciate that, by the way. Any mobile device review coming up? Yes, I do have a mobile device, and it may not be the most popular, but for the past 3 months, talking about long-term review, I've actually been using the LG what is it, the G8X dual screen? I totally forgot. I have a video in the works. I just have to finish editing it. It's the 2 screens on it. Let me see here. LG G8X Thin Q dual screen. I think it's Thin Q dual screen. So I've been looking at this one. I've actually finished my review. I just got to finish editing it, actually. This is a very interesting device. And the reason I wanted to take a look at that one is because it has dual displays, but it's not your traditional fold device. It's a foldable type of device, or it's actually a device that folds, I should say, not a foldable device, which is something that the Galaxy Fold would be also. So this, I do have it. Are you guys interested in this? Because I've been holding off on this review simply because I have other stuff that I wanted to get out first. But this is already filmed. Like, you just got to finalize the editing, do the voiceover, finish the voiceover, my intro and my outro, and then release it. I think I will. I think it's something interesting. It's $6.99 right now at Amazon, and B&H Photo has it for $6.99. And to me, if you don't want to spend $2,000, you don't want to spend $1,400 on the Z Flip from Samsung, this might be something to consider. And I got to tell you, it's actually really good. I think LG, especially in the United States, just doesn't get a lot of play here. They don't get a lot of publicity. I don't know if it's their fault. I don't know what it is. They're not as popular as Samsung, Apple products, and so forth. LG makes some very good phones. They just don't get the recognition that I think they deserve. I will be uploading that video very shortly. I just got to finish editing it. I just got to find the time. Hi, Osama Youssef. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Now, getting back to why don't I review Apple products, tell Apple to send me them, and I'll definitely review them. I'd like to really stay longer, but I have to go. Looking forward to watching more reviews. Please do reviews of the new XPS 13. I do have that promised to me by Dell, so as soon as I get it, that will be coming out. I will definitely do the new X360 from the Spectre line from HP. Ciao, my friend Giordani. Ciao. It is interesting. Don't think it is something that will be mainstream for a good while. I think you're talking about which I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that, Nick. Let's check the stream, make sure it looks good. Yeah, it's much better than before. Wow, that was terrible. I'm sorry, people. It was my connection. That was definitely the reason we were having trouble with the stream. Yeah, so the LG will be coming out, the dual screen. You know, it's been out for a while. A flagship, $699, a very good phone, and you'll see in my review. I liked it. It's very functional. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. Yeah, Nick, I have my contact at Dell, and he told me that he will be sending me a review unit. So hopefully soon. So I'm expecting that very soon. So as soon as I get it, I will unbox it and I will post the videos. Oh man, this is another one that gets me going. I love Razer laptops, and if you watched my channel in the early days, I would buy them just to review them. It's just too expensive. So I reached out to Razer a number of times. I went over to them at CES and they said, yeah, no problem. We're going to send you review units. Never heard back from them. And that's the funny thing about this is that I'm starting to get recognized in this field. And by the way, there only are a few really what I consider good laptop reviewers. Lisa at Mobile Tech Review, Windows Central. I like Daniel Rubino a lot. And a few others, maybe a handful of others. And hopefully I'm getting into that category as well. I don't think there are great reviews out there other than those that I mentioned. So I'm striving to be in that group, and hopefully you guys will keep watching. You know, look, we're growing. I'm not having the crazy success that some people are having right away and then a big fall off. Mine's been a nice, slow, steady climb, and I take that. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? As they say. But yes, I will be reviewing Razer laptops hopefully soon, if they can get them to me. And they did promise me. I did speak to somebody, the PR people over at Razer, but I haven't heard back from them yet. So let's see. But yes, I'm a big fan of Razer laptops. So we're about down to 23 people here. We're at 47 minutes so far. Now, I will be doing some Amazon live streams. Yeah, that's going to be something new. I'll get into more detail before I actually do a live stream on that. That will be interesting. And one of the reasons I agreed to do it, it's in beta right now. So they approached me, Amazon approached me. And the reason I wanted to do it is because I saw some other creators doing it. But it's a nice way to build my brand outside of YouTube as well. And I'm looking for all avenues and all revenue streams because that'll certainly help, I'm sure. And we'll definitely be doing that more. I'll have more information on that as I get the details on that. I appreciate that, Dante. Yes, I appreciate that you like my reviews, the details that I do give. They do require more work than most reviews, but it's definitely worth it for me at least, and I hope for you as well. And I hopefully will get more subscribers, more views. Subscribers are, interesting. Only about 10% of my subscribers actually watch my videos. I'm more search based because of the type of reviews that I do. People want information. They want to get in, get the information, and get out. And that's my job, get you that information. And so, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of companies that I want to work with. Now, interestingly enough, I did go when I was at CES, I did go to a meeting with Microsoft, and I'm trying to get more involved in the Surface team and see if they can invite me to some of their events. I don't know. I did reach out to a person high up in the Microsoft communications department or communications area of their company, and he did say he was going to forward that to other Microsoft departments that would handle that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but hopefully, my Surface reviews are some of the more popular ones. You can just do a search, you'll see I come up. So it's good to see everybody. I'm glad we were able to get the stream ironed out. Ask me now, people. I'm live. Any more questions? tell me, what are the things you want to see? I mean, I know if I had an ideal world, I'd be getting Apple products. I don't know about doing the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. I don't know if I'm gonna want to use funds for that. There's so many reviews out there. I did get a hands-on with it, and I do have video that I probably should edit and get out when I was in San Francisco that I probably should upload. I just have more pressing things right now. But I probably will do it. Do you want to see the Galaxy S20, 20 Plus, or the Ultra? Again, these are very expensive phones, and I don't know if I would get the views to warrant the investment. Then I'm going to need to do more Patreon stuff. I'm going to need to start getting that going. Members are coming to the channel, by the way. I just got an email from YouTube saying that they're going to enable it on my channel, which should have been enabled since I hit 50,000 subscribers a long time ago. Would you invest in OLED screen laptop or wait for some of the issues to be resolved? OLED's gotten a lot better than it used to be. Screen burn-in is always going to be an issue with OLED. It's a lot better now. I think the quality of the displays are better now than they were 1 or 2 years ago. So I have no hesitation. I use a lot of OLED displays. They send me OLED displays. I've tested the hell out of them, and I haven't seen any real burn-in. But again, I don't keep them that long that I would recognize a burn-in at that point. So just keep that in mind. But the technology has improved, the displays have improved, and the anti-burn-in technology has improved. So take it for what it is. QLED is going to be big. And I think this year, starting this year, I know Samsung showed off the Flex and the Ion and their Galaxy line of laptops that are coming out. QLED is going to be big. But as far as displays are concerned, it's funny because when I look at this display, this is not a OLED display on the Galaxy Book S. I think it's I forgot the exact term it is. I don't even know if it's IPS. But whatever it is, it's very good. They did a very good job on it. Let's take a look. Spec. So I can tell you what the display is. It's that's the design, OS, platform, battery, memory, network, connectivity, sensors, audio, design, display. It's a 13.3-inch Full HD TFT 16:9 multi-touch, 10-point multi-touch displays. Very good on the Galaxy Book S. So my full review will be dropping hopefully this weekend. So everybody stay tuned for that. Yes, OnePlus 8 series eventually, of course. I will hopefully, I've been in contact with OnePlus, so hopefully they will send me a device. I might have to buy one, but I think I want to start getting more mobile phone reviews in like I used to do. And I want to start doing a lot more of that. So we'll see. Yes, but I do plan on hopefully getting a OnePlus 8 into the studio in the 8 series. So hopefully that will come to fruition. So how's everybody doing? Right now it's 8:30, almost 8:30 here in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the United States. Hope everybody's safe. I know the coronavirus has been a big scare around the world and something we need to be keeping our eye on. Definitely affecting technology right now, that's for sure. Again, Apple might delay their iPhone later this year. Definitely, I've already seen one laptop, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, that HP was supposed to send me has been delayed because of the coronavirus. So we'll see. But not good. MWC got canceled. And that was a big story, I think. People are saying it's a dead show. I don't think so. I think they'll be back next year. But it is unfortunate that they had to cancel it. And I think some people are still going through with their plans, even though the show itself is not going to take place. So I know some creators, I know Chris over at Tech Tablets, he bought tickets. He had a hotel. I think he had taken the train there. I'm not sure, but he definitely had non-refundable funds that he had to lay out to go there. And now that it got canceled, he's out quite a bit of money, which is kind of unfortunate. Is there anything on the channel you want me to review that I'm not reviewing? And if it is, it's probably because of money. So if you want to give a super chat, I'm open for business. Hint, hint. But I definitely want to. I'm going to be doing, as I mentioned, the Amazon live streams. I will also be doing streaming here. I would like to do it at least once a week. So hopefully that will be the case. So we're right at about 55 minutes. I think we're going to call it an evening. But definitely has been a lot of fun here. Ironed out a little bit of the difficulties we had early on with the connection. It's looking better now. So I think I figured out something with regards to how it's going to look. Hopefully I'll be using my better camera next time. But I definitely would want to improve the stream quality. That's for sure. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. We're just at about an hour. This is what I wanted to do. I just wanted to give you an update as to what's going on. Galaxy Book S full review coming this weekend if everything goes according to plan. If I get delayed, I'll let you know, but I'm expecting it to be this weekend. I got other stuff in the pipeline that I'm going to work on. So a lot of exciting stuff at the channel. I got a lot of good stuff on the way I can't talk about. And so, but I appreciate everybody showing up for this impromptu, last minute kind of live stream. And I'm glad everybody was able to come. So I'm going to sign off now and just bid everybody a good night. And I will see you in the next video. So everybody have a good night.